ICanHasCheezburger.com is a hugely popular network filled with hilarious LOLCat pictures that will blow your mind. The internet mogul who transformed the website into a multi-million-dollar business is Ben Huh.
Ben is the CEO and mastermind behind the Cheezburger Network.
With endless brilliant ideas, Ben Huh runs 49 Cheezburger Network sites. The CEO wishes to connect people around the world and bring them together through laughter. We take a look at his challenge to make the whole world laugh. An event honoring accomplished local business leaders in Seattle will be held here today. 1,000 guests will soon fill the venue. The event is 40 Under 40, hosted by the Business Journal of Tri-Cities, Tennessee, Virginia.
I'm very surprised to be in the list. Actually, it's one of those things where you don't really think about it. And a few of my friends who are really great entrepreneurs have been a part of this list as well. So it's been fantastic to be honored at the same level that they have.
It's the 18th year of the event. Top business leaders under the age of 40 working in various fields have been recognized by the list throughout the years. The award is highly significant, not because it recognizes potential, but because it is awarded to people who have excelled in their own field of business. The 40 business leaders made $62 billion last year. Ben Huh's company won the award in just 3 years of its establishment.
A leadership development program for low-income students. Ben Huh! Ben is the CEO and mastermind behind the Cheezburger Network's 55 humor websites that draw 16 million unique visitors a month, rivaling CNN money for traffic and host WordPress. From cute cat and dog pictures to funny captions and videos, the content is user-generated and his staff sells ads around it. The company is profitable. Fast Company magazine named Ben among its 2010 100 most creative people in the business. Congratulations, Ben.
It feels great to win. I think it's. I'm very thankful. It's a really great group of people. It's really nice to be recognized by other business folks as well. Because as much as we'd like to entertain, we'd also like to be in business. So I can't win it again, but I'm very thankful to be on the list.
We honor young people under the age of 40 who are amazing successes in business. And each year we go through a nomination process and an application process. This year we had more than 500 nominations and more than 230 applications.
Ben Huh has already become a public figure in Seattle.
I think it's an awesome site, and I've had my friend contribute it to it before, a picture of her cat on Facebook, and I've contributed to Failblog before. I think it's just a really fun way to take a break from work and kind of enjoy yourself throughout the day.
He's really come on the scene here in Seattle like kind of a rocket ship, really. A lot of people have been surprised at how he's built this internet company on really oddball comedy sites when you think about it. And it's really a surprise in the Seattle tech community that Ben and Cheezburger has been as successful as he has been.
Ben Huh's sensational website is filled with LOLCats and funny pics with misspelled irreverent text, or LOL speak. People went crazy over the addictive pictures and clips of the cats, and investors brought millions to the website. The websites receive more than 100 million visitors a month.
I hear from the users that it's made their day, or when I know that people have found a piece of content that they want to share with one another, I think that's what really kind of brightens my day, because we know that we're doing our job. And our job is to make people happy for just a few minutes. So it's not the money, it's not the success or fame, it's really that moment when we know that we're doing our job correctly.
Seattle is a beautiful harbor city. The city of Seattle, where people want to stay sleepless for 24 hours a day, is the birthplace of Starbucks, Amazon.com, and punk rock. The 605-foot Space Needle is the symbol of Seattle. I Can Has Cheezburger.com is becoming the next symbol of Seattle. The office is a playground for Ben Ha. He likes to observe things in new angles to come up with ideas. He also helps to inspire his employees.
I just ride around because it's actually faster and a little bit more fun, I guess, makes the day a little bit more interesting. So that's about it. Yeah, I can walk, but, you know, somebody brought these in, so might as well not let them go to waste.
CEO Ben Ha makes millions, but he doesn't have a separate office. He likes to work amongst his employees and participate in all the business that goes on. With an open mind and much creativity, the CEO exchanges ideas and opinions with his employees.
So this is our third-year anniversary this month. We got started because basically I had a job I didn't like, and I wanted to do something that was more fun. And this opportunity came along. I knew the founders of the site, I Can Has Cheezburger, and I wanted to just help them out. And it turns out that, you know, I suggested to an angel investor friend that you know, about the traffic, and he said, why don't you buy it? And so we ended up raising the money together and purchasing the original site, and that was September of 2007, and that's how we were born.
Thanks to Ben Ha's unique business methods and ability, whenever the company recruits new employees, the resumes pour in. The 40 employees working here now went through fierce competition to join the company. They are all brilliant minds who are proud to be part of ICanHasCheezburger.com.
You also deal with humor all day, which honestly is the best thing that I could ever be involved in. Making people laugh, or just making myself laugh, really.
Ben Ha starts his day with Nemo.
Nemo, this way. Okay. So we're headed to the sculpture park, which is a big waterfront park in Seattle. And we're going to go take some photos of Nemo and hang out and see what inspiration strikes us. So, all right, Nemo, ready? Okay, there you go. Oh! So I think the idea of having a small, compact car that's really kind of an embodiment of I Can Has Cheezburger, because it's something cute about it. People really kind of are drawn to it, and it puts a smile on people's faces. So.
Ben Ha's sense of humor starts from his everyday life. He gains much joy from making people laugh.
Yeah, most people, when they see me driving this car, most people just smile. I think it's the type of car that people don't expect, and I think they're surprised by how small it is.
Nemo is 13 years old. Ben Ha met Nemo for the first time 7 years ago and learned the happiness of having a pet. Through his conversations with people he met on his walks, he figured out what they all wanted.
His name's Nemo, like a fish.
Yeah.
But he's not a fish. You wanna guess how old he is? Neighbor's cat?
Yeah.
2. Were they big trains or small trains?
I guess I know about the website just through, you know, friends that have forwarded links of funny pictures and things like that. Just basically social, kind of word of mouth. Yeah, but it's hilarious.
Help. There you go.
Ben Ha didn't realize at first that it was the everyday things that made people laugh the hardest.
Nemo, no, sit. Good boy. I'm kind of surprised that, you know, I run into people who actually know our websites, because since I never expected things to get this big, that was not an expectation we had. So it's actually very kind of surprising and interesting, and you know, it's very nice to have people who visited your site before.
The truth is, if you look around, our lives are filled with hilarious things. We wonder what the users of ICanHasCheezburger.com find funny.
I'm a writer.
Excuse me. I was told there would be winters.
Loki is a huge Cheezburger.com fan. She's a writer that spends a lot of time working alone, a profession that can get lonely sometimes. She found the website by chance and started posting pictures of her own cat, which led to many laughs. More than anything, she now has new friends around the world.
Oh wow, seriously. That's what I term. The website is actually like all over the world. It's huge.
And I was going through a tough time in life, and so I went on there and I just started laughing, and so it was good medicine, you know. So then I came back and we were messaging people, and I'd go and I'd see these other people who have this sense of humor, you know, and so you friend them, and then we make lols together and get on and chat sometimes, and
Who wants the cheeseburger hat?
He is a living, breathing digital victory, a baron of the blogs, the digital duke, ladies and gentlemen, Ben Huh.
Laughter that is easily spotted in everyday life. Ben Huh wanted to bring those laughs to people around the world, and he soon gained fans who couldn't get enough of his humor. He held regular fan meeting events, but it wasn't only the fans that wanted to meet him.
Events, what we try to do is whenever I'm in a different city for when I'm speaking on a conference, we usually try to do an event around that area, because usually I'm traveling for business, and it's great when I'm there instead of just having fans have events by themselves. And the idea actually comes from the users themselves. They say, hey, we'd like to have a event based on this idea or this day, and
The University of Washington is the largest university in the Northwestern United States. Among the graduates there are 12 Nobel Prize laureates and 2 Pulitzer Prize winners. Ben Huh was invited by UW-TV.
So I'm headed over to the UW-TV media space for a TV show. It's the first episode, and I'm really honored to be on it. So, hey.
Media Space is a program hosted by a UW professor that invites leaders who are working to open new chapters in the world of digital media to come and talk about their success strategies.
Great job with the magazine. Thank you.
Oh. Thank you. The problem, I mean, the internet right now is seen as both an incredibly powerful communication medium that can change the world, but a lot of people are also quite concerned that the things that we're seeing most popular on the internet are kind of silly things that don't necessarily have societal value. So what I really want to get at with Ben is, where is the value in the things that he champions on the internet? And he'll probably say that this is entertaining. This allows people to take control over technology and over media that has been controlled for 100 years by big companies, and so there's nothing wrong with this, and in fact this is incredibly empowering. I think that's a really important message, and Ben has built a business model around that. That's what I like most about what's going on with his company. Professors would say now about what you've actually
Ben Huh receives much attention in the internet world because of his communication methods with users. I Can Has Cheezburger.com has brought on a new direction for social networks.
Yeah, that's part of Lol speak. Yeah, Kitty.
How many views have you had of an image like this?
So, shown almost close to 2 billion views of videos, which puts us in the top 25, I think, video distributors in the world on the internet.
That's incredible.
Ben Huh has created a new internet culture through laughter, a subject everyone can relate to. Materials anyone can work with and anyone can experience created a convenient space that people could share, which was his own unique business strategy.
Internet culture so far has been all about taking mainstream media, popular culture, and twisting it out of context for remixing use. So is that really what it is? Is that what's going to happen going forward? I'm really keeping a close watch on how we play a role in that as well. But we want to be the definitive internet culture company. If you're somebody who's interested in being an entrepreneur, I think the most important thing that you can do is take one step towards that entrepreneurship and forget the risk, ignore the fear, and actually try something. If you can try it, then I think you'll get absolutely comfortable with the idea of being an entrepreneur, and that's the very first step.
With just $10,000, Ben-Ha created millions in just 3 years. His success was made possible by his employees who helped make his unique ideas a reality, and his wife, Emily. She edits all the posts for ICanCheezburger.com.
So our plan for Cheezburger is we want it to become like your #1 place for anything funny. We want to have, so right now we have 50 different sites. So we want to have something for everyone. So let's say if you don't really like animals, but let's say you like cars, we have something for people that love cars. Or if you love sports or tattoos, anything, we'll have something for everyone.
And it's just like eating like these like pickled carrots or whatever. Yeah. So we go home around 7:30 p.m. So I get to the office around 10 o'clock or 10:30, and then we'll leave around 7:30. We'll go home and we'll just have dinner. And during the summer it's nice and bright when we go home, but in the winter it's very dark because the sun sets around 3:30.
Ben-Ha, who came to the U.S. at age 14, majored in journalism in college. His major might seem a little far from laughter, but he says his diverse experiences as a child became the source of his many ideas.
When I was young, I think I wanted to be an architect. My father was in construction in Korea, so I would visit him when I was a kid to actually go to his workplace, and I would see how things were made. And I think that really got me fascinated with not just the finished product, but how things were created. So I wanted to be an architect. I wanted to build things with my hands, or create something. Because I don't think the service actually provides all of them. It's really actually kind of a blessing, and it's also a challenge to work with your wife. I think it's really, it's actually really good for us because I think we work well together. She's very much the opposite of me, and I'm very much the opposite of her. So I think we're very complementary. When we were a smaller company, we were both working, 24/7 for the company because there's no one else. But now we can try to separate work from home life a little, but because the stress is greater because the company is larger, it's harder to leave it, even though you can. Let's go by Jack? No.
After his success became known, more and more people want to meet the CEO.
It must be confusing to everybody. Yeah.
I was there Monday through Thursday of last week.
Oh, yeah.
Ben-Ha prefers open spaces rather than closed office rooms when he holds business meetings.
And so, I did my talk because I'm the first guy going on this
The majority of people who come to talk to him these days are people in the internet business who wish to become his partners. Ben-Ha succeeded in his internet business with unique ideas during the world economic downfall, which earned him much trust among business people.
Still haven't invented time travel.
No, someday.
Someday, yeah.
Identified the underlying concept of what gets people excited and what they like to share, and actually been able to reproduce that across a multiple network of different sites with the same underlying concept. And that for me is the really interesting thing, where they've taken this one concept and been able to reproduce it over and over and over again, and have found a way to monetize on top of that.
Right. So we've got that puppy version, so I'm trying to figure out...
Ben and Emily are busy developing character products based on the animals that appear in the postings. The majority of the products are cards, calendars, and t-shirts used in everyday life. They have such a large fan base that the sales of their products continues to increase.
Yeah, so I mean, kind of like putting stuff in their mouth, right? Like different stuff they run around with, and then the adult type of stuff, or like puppy and the adult dog.
So the different stages, anything with like...
All of this is actually a collection of the merchandise that we've actually created from characters on the site or photos on the site, and all the material is either contributed by our fans or it's actually created by our in-house staff who get their inspiration from the photos on the site. And we've got a stack of books, as you can see, of which 2 of them have been New York Times bestsellers.
We did that one.
And to me, this was more...
Ben-Ha comes up with many new ideas for character products. His unique, mind-blowing ideas are so innovative that he often surprises the designers. Developing products is not his specialty, but there's a reason he keeps coming up with new ideas.
The moon, Like, is it a cat holding a moon that's actually interesting instead of cheeseburger, or is it
cat? Just
okay?
That's good.
All right. It's for us. The sense of humor really comes from taking two ideas and meshing it together. So it's not really it's not about the humor per se, but it's about taking something that people already like or already know about and adding a twist that would make them kind of interested in it in a different way.
Okay, 1, 2.
This is how the fail blog, which is following the popularity of I Can Has Cheezburger.com, was born. Their most current project is a music video site. Uploading and sharing videos has become so popular these days that Ben-Ha is confident about creating a music video website based on laughs. While running the many websites, Ben-Ha noticed the endless creativity of the users and decided that music videos were a way to express one's creativity and uniqueness. The synergy of music and humor will be massive.
I've seen this one. All right. Yeah, it takes a lot of time for somebody to actually produce these videos, but they do it because they love what they do, because they love the idea, or they love the content, and because it's people want to be creative, people want to express their creativity.
Ben-Ha is in LA to receive an award. Many famous figures will be gathering from around the country.
Oh yeah.
But that's like internet famous is not the same as like celebrity famous. So, but what's interesting is that now you're seeing kind of the mixture of the two. So you're seeing people who are really famous starting to mingle with the people who are internet famous, like me, right? So I'm famous to people who visit my sites, but I'm not really famous in the public sense. Whereas somebody like Ashton Kutcher or Kevin Smith, they're famous to a much broader range of people through old media. So it's kind of really cool that it's the two mixing together.
Ben-Ha has been invited to the first Geek Awards. Hosted by the internet portal site AOL, many celebrities from various fields are here to participate in the event. They are all people who have experienced the power of the internet.
And our guy too.
Actually I got my start really on a viral video on YouTube and Funny or Die, which is Will Ferrell's website called What's It Gonna Be, and that actually got it got me work. This is back in like 4 years ago, right when YouTube was really about to hit, and then a year later when Funny or Die started. You can't question the power of the internet. It can totally make you, and it can totally break you too, I guess. Good information and bad information travels really fast now.
It is natural that the reporters are interested in Ben-Ha, chosen as this year's Web Geek. His accomplishment of finding the inner geek in everyone and making us laugh is worth all this recognition.
You put this in front of him, and I wish I was. Yeah. The funny thing is, I already feel like a winner before this, but now I'm finally recognized as being a geek on the internet.
Well, I was Jim was.
Before the award ceremony, the awardees take a break, but Ben-Ha is busy again talking to all the people.
These days, being a geek is a badge of honor, so I'd say to any geeks in the crowd tonight, embrace it. Embrace that geek pride. I hope someday you'll be allowed to get married.
America's top celebrities and public figures from the fashion, music, and film world step up on stage while the audience continues to cheer, it's Ben's turn.
He's also somehow managed to turn funny cat pictures into a viable business model. Ben, we're proud to honor you with our Web Geek Award, and let me be the first to say, yes, you can has Cheezburger.
In this moment, Ben's humor is recognized by even more people.
everybody inside is a geek. It's like if you want to be passionate about something, you can do it, which is a lot like what we do, right? We turned our passion for things that are silly on the internet into a real community. So that's what we love, right? We want other people to share this with us.
Laughing out loud, LOL. Ben Ha, who wishes to change the world with laughter, continues to build and develop new ideas so that more people can laugh out loud.
The more we make people smile, the more it makes everybody else smile. And smiling and happiness is one of those things that's really contagious to one another. So if one person is sad, it brings other people down. If one person is happy, it can bring other people up. So when we're running a business based on content that makes people laugh, we know that that has a contagious effect. And that's really not just good for the people who visit, but it's also good for business because it brings other people who want to come and hang out. So that's what we want to do. That's really about expanding the happiness, expanding the smiles that everybody has on their faces.